Now, with the time frames for characters sleeping, I don't know if any games of this sort actually let you set a schedule or like set your own kind of changed schedule for it. But there are, I know in some games like Fields of Mystria, the one that's getting an update on Monday, if you die in the mines or if you pass out at the cutoff time, you actually wake up later the next day. So you actually lose a little bit of time in the day when you do that.
That's fair.
Yeah. Whereas
I
Stardew
find that
Valley,
to be a fine mechanic.
in Stardew, you can lose some gold if you pass out outside of the like out at 2 a.m. and you start with reduced energy for the day. So you do get a penalty if you pass out.
Of course.
Of course, by the time you get to this late point of the game where I have, you know, way too much food just on standby, passing out is like not even a penalty for me. 1,000 gold is not that much of a loss. And yeah, like 1,000 gold penalty isn't that much, and losing like starting at half energy, I basically start my day with food that restores energy and gives me a speed buff.
That all being said, I do logistically understand why
Yeah.
it exists as a mechanic that,
Oh yeah.
hey, this is a set determined time that this mechanic is going to occur. From a programming perspective, it makes a lot fucking more sense than having variables involved into it. Because if I'm the developer of this game, and I do not remember off the top of my head the name of that individual, of that man. I know very much so that, yeah, I would not want to be programming something into my game like this. That is reliant on. Is that really actually how fishing works?
Yes. I have to hold them inside that green bar.
I don't know what green is, but sure, yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of the fishing game, but that's why I use a mod to adjust it. There we go. All right, once I see Willy, I can give him that. I also need to go
Honestly
ahead and
speaking,
get...
the only worst fishing that I've ever seen in gaming history would be Nier Automata.
Wait, Nier Automata has fishing?
Exactly my point.
Like so I have not played that game. I haven't gotten around. I know you've recommended it. I haven't gotten around. And oh, I should do that for judging by the cover. Since I haven't played it, that'd be a perfect candidate. And I have been looking. I did record a couple of extras to keep on backlog, but that would be a good one to look at maybe in a week or two.
I mean, it is a phenomenal title. If
Right.
you are... Go ahead.
I know it has like that a great visual flair to it. So like on the artist, like just the artistry behind it, like just the visual artistry to it is amazing. I know there's a lot of fan art to it as well, where where people have embellished the character a little bit in various ways.
Yeah.
But then again, that's true of like every character. That's true of every character.
Not quite the way that Nier Automata specifically gets portrayed. how does one phrase this while still sounding legitimate? I thought that it was a joke the first time that I was told that this is a real thing. I very much wish it wasn't a real thing, because it, in my opinion, at least, very much delegitimizes a lot of the wonderful aspects of the storytelling that the anime provides. And that very much would be the one moment, I'm thinking. It's the achievement known as "What are you doing?"
Oh gosh, just the title of that alone. Does
Yep.
the achievement have something to do with like positioning the camera in a certain way?
As one is very, very quickly adept to notice. Yes.
How did I just guess that? I mean, at least they didn't go full anime weeb with it and add the step bro line to it.
It's damn near that. Yep. It's very much like well, we're playing this game, and the character that I'm playing in this game is an android, is a robot, a humanoid-looking one, but why? If I may quote a very good friend of mine, but why the robot sexy?
I mean, that is a valid question.
This is a combat android. This metal is just supposed to literally be just a very, very well refined killing machine. So why does it have to be humanoid? A, and then B, why does it even have to remotely resemble anything humanoid? There are some esoteric reasons that,
Right.
will answer that question should you play the game.
But the bigger question that I have is, why is there fishing? Oh, magic hair gel. Your hair shimmers with all the colors of a prismatic shard.
I think that the more important question to ask at that point is, why does that game contain 26 different endings? And then beyond that, why is the best one, how does one phrase it? Literally induced by the fact of you learning that fishing exists as a mechanic in the game.
Wait, one of the endings... So fishing isn't even like a core thing, it's just kind of like this side thing that you might accidentally stumble onto, and you get a specific ending just because you discover fishing?
Correct.
Nani the fuck?
Yes. And This is too stupid to make up. I wish I was a fish, because if wishes were fishes, then the world would be an ocean. But
Gray suit and farmer pants. Oh my gosh, she turned me into Larry. I've become a gym leader from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I'm Larry. She put me in a suit and tie. I don't know how to feel about this.
anyway, yeah, so, spoilers for this game. I wanted to leave a pause just so if anyone's, yeah, I'm giving you plenty of time now to move away from this. But yeah, there is an NPC in Nier Automata that is literally named Jackass.
Huh. That
And,
is a choice?
that is it certainly is.
Oh, shit.
And yeah. It is a female based, female inspired. I don't know how to describe it. Also an android, also a robot, a very humanoid one. Looks like a human female. Is an android, is a robot that has chosen to to designate itself as Jackass. So that's cool. That's a thing. Anyway, Jackass provides you as the player with a mackerel, a fish, and yeah, I can't make this up because it's too fucking stupid, but because you are an android playing in that game, you're given the option after Jackass gives you the mackerel to consume it. Should you choose to do so, you receive one of the 26 endings of the game. And the log data that has been provided to you is, according to the wiki, and I quote, having consumed the mackerel, it didn't take long for the android's bodily fluids to congeal. Muscle rigidity and paralysis soon followed. It was good, though, the android thought as consciousness faded. Exquisite, even. No wonder humans used to eat these.
I think I need an adult.
I am an adult!
Right.
So yeah, that's one of the 26 endings that one can provide to oneself in this game.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to refrain from any further spoilers if I'm gonna do a judging by the cover on it, because that sounds like some wild shit.
That's not even.
And I mean that kind of ending. I'm guessing the ending is like.
For you.
Right. I'm guessing some stuff like that. Like, yes, it's an ending of the game, but it's probably more of like one of the fun gag endings, not like some huge canonical epic moment. I've played a good deal of Chrono Trigger, and it has endings that are like that are mostly just gags.
Oh, I love Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
But yeah, in that regard, 21 of the 26 endings potentially acquirable of that title. Yeah, in that same regard, just gags more than anything. There are 5 canonical endings, but yeah, the only one other that I will spoil for you would be my personal favorite, which is which one?
It's one that is so favorited it leaves you speechless.
I don't remember off the top of my head which ending it is, but as I've alluded to previously, you do play as an android, as a robot, and as such, your upgrade system in the game is effectively a computer. You are a walking computer at all times. So as such, you have upgrades to your character known as plug-in chips. Effectively, new hardware to install into oneself to make things better.
It's basically the game's progression system.
Yeah. So you get plug-in chips, and as such, Nier Automata is such a fantastic title that it quite literally gives you the entirety of, hey, this is how customizable things can be. I'm gonna give you this number, and yeah, this is how much you can use to upgrade your character. So if you think you're good enough at this game to just not need a HUD, well, you don't need to have a HUD then. You can just straight up disarm it, and then use that same space for other upgrades. So you don't have to be able to see any of your resources or anything like that if you're just god tier gamer. That being said,
I could not imagine like not having a health bar or something.
Yeah, you can absolutely just disable your mini-map, you can disable your health bar, all of your resources, effectively. And, the most hilarious one is the fact of the matter being that because you are an android, you can just straight up remove your own CPU.
Huh.
Obviously, that presents some issues, especially when the game tells you, hey, removing your own CPU is probably
a
not
bad
a good
idea. Yeah.
And
so mechanically speaking, what happens when you remove your CPU?
Everything goes black, and then the game tells you very, very succinctly, I'm paraphrasing a lot here, but the fuck were you thinking? Why would you do that after I just told you several fucking times over that was a bad idea? You're an idiot. And yeah, you're dead now.
Getting sassed by your own game.
Literally. Like, hang on. Which fucking ending is this?
Floor 9, here we go. And golden. Nope. Did not get the rings I needed. Alright, yep. Nothing else really here to work with, so time to just go ahead and bail on home. I do really appreciate not having to water any of my crops. That is particularly useful.
Okay, so there are 26 endings for one for each letter of the English alphabet. This particular ending is ending T for fatal error. And in-game description of the OS chip, you know, your CPU. An Android central system removal means death. And then if you attempt to remove it or sell it or do anything other than just have it, caution, handle with care. Removal of the OS chip will result in death. The game warns you very succinctly that, hey, that's a very stupid thing to do. Don't do that. But also the very much reminder of read things.
Yeah. So if you're just clicking through stuff randomly, you're just gonna screw yourself over.
That's a very, very light phrasing of it, yeah. But yeah, that being said, fantastic title that I have spent, admittedly, entirely too much time invested in. And yeah, I think it'd make a great entry to judging by the cover. Although I would say maybe just trying to avoid as best as possible the very obvious unnecessary but very, very much present adult tones of the title.
I mean, just because the game does have some mature themes doesn't mean that it's, you know, something to avoid. Like, obviously, that with something like that, I'd be reviewing the game as the game is presented on the store page, is the whole deal with it.